Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So the 2022 Chrysler 300s are finally available, and that means it's time for another buying guide. Every year for most of the Dodge and Chrysler vehicles, I like to do both a lineup overview and then later a buying guide. So this is where we go over every single option for every model in the lineup, such as the colors and packages, and go over all the prices of each. Hopefully this guide helps you decide on a model, or maybe you'll just find it interesting to see what's offered. Another note, this is all for American cars only with US prices and options. Prices may vary at the dealerships due to supply constraints. So the Chrysler 300 returns for its 18th model year since being released as a 2005 version. I can't say that I expected it to live this long, as there were cancellation rumors back in 2019, but here we are. The car is kind of on its last legs, however, as there haven't been many meaningful updates to the car in about 5 to 6 years, and sales have really been declining over the past couple of years. What was once a flagship vehicle that sold over 140,000 units a year has now fell off to just a fraction of that, with only around 16,000 sales the past couple of years. It's on its way out, but while it's here, we may as well enjoy it. This year, the lineup is identical to 2021 with 4 total models. That includes the Touring and Touring L, with the S split into V6 or V8 trim. The same 2 engines have been in use since 2011, virtually unchanged. We'll cover the Hemi V8 later, but the 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 is found on all of the models except for the top model 300S V8. This engine has 292 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque and gets bumped up on the S model to 300 horsepower and 264 pound-feet of torque. The V6s are paired with the 845RE TorqueFlite 8-speed automatic transmission. Rear-wheel drive is standard on every model, but you can choose all-wheel drive for an upcharge of around $2,500. The only exception is if you have the V8 Hemi, which is only available with rear-wheel drive. The V6 gets 19 city and 30 highway MPG for rear-wheel drive, and 18 city and 27 highway MPG for all-wheel drive. So Touring is the first model, starting at $33,470. That's $2,425 more than last year for almost the same car. Some standard features include the Uconnect 4C with 8.4-inch touchscreen and 6-month Sirius XM trial, a Park View rear backup camera, cloth bucket seats, and bifunctional halogen projector headlights. The Touring has just 2 packages this year. Last year there were 4. The driver convenience group and chrome appearance packages are gone. The popular sport appearance package returns for $1,500, adding a lot of blacked out trim pieces like a black grille surround, black LED taillights, black Chrysler badging, and 20-inch black noise wheels. The interior appearance group by Mopar also returns, which adds some door sills, carpets, and bright pedals for $475. The wheel options have been cut as well, down from 4 last year to just 2. 17 by 7 inch come standard, while the 20 by 8 inch black noise come with that sport appearance package. The all-wheel drive versions have their own wheels, 2 versions in the 19 by 7.5 inch size, polished aluminum, and black noise. On the inside you can get either black or linen colored cloth bucket seats. Otherwise there are 0 other options. The second model is the Touring L for a base price of $37,240. That's another substantial increase of $3,195 over last year. Standard features include heated 8-way power leather trim seats with 4-way power lumbar adjustment, 6-speaker Alpine sound system, and more safety features like front and rear park assist, blind spot monitoring system, and rear cross path detection. There is one major change here. The sport appearance package we talked about now comes standard on the Touring L. So you can see an example of a 2022 Touring L on screen with the 20-inch black noise wheels, the black badges, black headlights, fog lights, tail lights, and the SRT front fascia. The packages here are identical to last year. The Safety Tech group costs $2,395 and adds more safety features like adaptive cruise control with stop, advanced brake assist, and forward collision warning. Otherwise, there's the Comfort group for $2,385, which adds tons of cool stuff like adaptive HID headlights, heated second row seats and steering wheel, illuminated rear cup holders, interior LED lights, leather bucket seats with perforated inserts, and a 276-watt amplifier to go with the 6-speaker Alpine sound system. The popular equipment group is the most expensive, adding a dual-pane panoramic sunroof, 9 premium Alpine speakers with a 506-watt amplifier, and GPS navigation, and the other package we've already covered. As for the wheels, gone are the 18 inches that were standard in the past, and now there's just the 120 by 8 inch black noise setup offering. Now at the top of the lineup are the S models split into 2 trim levels, V6 and V8, so we'll cover them individually. The 300S V6 price has gone up exponentially, from $37,995 last year to $42,350 this year, which is a $4,355 upcharge from 2021. It still has that Pentastar V6, but as we covered earlier, it's just a little bit more powerful with 300 horsepower and 264 pound-feet of torque, a bump of 8 and 4 for those figures. All-wheel drive is not available for either of the S models, even with the V6. Standard features on the SV6 include a performance-tuned suspension, sport mode with paddle shifters, performance leather trim seats, a dual-pane sunroof, and the Uconnect system with navigation. The sunroof and nav used to be paid add-ons last year, so that's maybe part of the reason why the MSRP has increased quite a lot this year. Another quick detail, the Red S appearance package has been gone for 2 years now, but for the S models, the middle part of the winged logo and the S badge on the trunk do come standard in a darker red. As for the packages, there used to be so many offered, 7 in 2020 and then 5 in 2021, but now there are just 2. One major removal is the S model appearance package, which used to add a really nice body color performance front fascia extension, lower grille closeout panels, and a body color spoiler. That look was as close as you could get to the 300 SRT from 2012 to 2014. The only wheel choice here is yet again the 20-inch black noise option. Inside there are leather trim seats, which can only be had in black this year, whereas last year there was also smoke and radar red offered. By choosing the comfort group, you'll upgrade to ventilated seats, and there are no other add-ons. In years past, the top of the 300 lineup consisted of the Limited and C trims, but now there's just the 300 SV8. With a price tag starting at $45,350, it's $3,355 more than 2021. This is the only 300 where you can get the 5.7-liter Hemi V8, and it does come standard with 363 horsepower and 394 pound-feet of torque, along with the 8 HP70 Torque Flight 8-speed automatic, so a similar transmission to the V6, just a little more beefed up and has a higher power rating. A few additions to this model over the V6 version would be the S model appearance package standard, giving it that SRT look with the fascia, sills, and spoiler, and the 9-speaker Alpine audio system with subwoofer. So interestingly, this is the only model where you can get that S model appearance look for 2022. Apart from that, there's absolutely nothing else to add here, with no new packages or paid add-ons that we haven't already looked at. Just want to point out that this model is far less luxurious than the 300C, which has been offered every year from 2005 to 2020, and is still inexplicably offered now in Mexico. The 300C also had the Hemi V8, along with deep quilted, perforated, and ventilated Napa leather seats, real natural pour mocha wood trim, heated and cooled cup holders, and more, all standard. So that's all the models. Now let's look at the performance. The V6 models, so that would be the Touring, Touring L, and 300S V6, are capable of a 0 to 60 run in 6.3 seconds with a 15-second flat quarter mile. The Hemi model, which is the SV8, shaves off around a second, so 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds, and the quarter mile in 13.8 seconds. Now let's look at the colors. Last year we had 9 paint options, and now we're down to 6. A few of the flashier or more colorful colors are gone, so Amethyst, Ocean Blue, and Canyon Sunset. I assume they weren't very popular and had almost no orders for those colors. They look great, but most 300 buyers in real life probably wouldn't get those. Left over would be Gloss Black and Bright White for no additional cost, Granite Crystal for $150, Silver Mist for $195, and then the heavy hitters are Frostbite and Velvet Red for $495 extra. The cost for the paint is new, as they typically never charged you for different colors. Also, for some reason, Frostbite isn't available on either of the S models. Now, right before we end off the video, I'll just post a summary of all the changes for 2022. There's nothing major, and it does seem like the 300 is slowly being phased out more than ever. So that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed checking out all that the 2022 Chrysler 300 has to offer, and make sure to check out my other buying guides across the Dodge and Chrysler lineup. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.